The next stage, in 1747, when the Hawkhurst gang decided to seize the goods that had been taken off them in Poole Customs House. The contraband goods that they brought over to the country were seized. A whole mixture of tobacco and brandy, you name it, it was in there. They attacked the customs house and regained their goods. And as they were off on their merry way home, they rode through a village where a man called Daniel Chater worked as a shoemaker. Now, one of the gang knew him, and they had a little happy hello. And Daniel was given a bit of tea by his old friend. After the attack on Poole Customs House, the government was enraged and decided to spend money to bring the Hawkhurst gang to an end. They did hear about Daniel Chater, so he was approached by the customs and said, "Will you make a deposition which will enable us to go and sort them out?" And he agreed, I don't know under what conditions, but he and William Galley, who was a customs officer, set off to make the deposition. Unfortunately, on the first day, they were kidnapped by the Hawkhurst gang and then spent a couple of days being mercilessly tortured and beaten. I won't even go into the ways, it was just beyond inhuman. Eventually, they thought Galley was killed, the customs officer, and they buried him. When he was later dug up, it was found that he hadn't actually been dead, but they buried him alive, and that had finally killed him. With Daniel Chater, they tortured him for another few days and then threw him down a well. But when they heard him still moaning terribly, and he begged to be killed by them over a time, they threw stones and boulders down until the cries ceased. Members of the Hawkhurst gang were tried in Chichester for the murders of Galley and Chater. 6 of them were hanged, but 1 died the night before, so in all 7 died. A couple of months later, 2 more were hanged in Tyburn, and some of the bodies from these hangings were put in gibbets and exhibited around the county as a deterrent.